Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. So today we're gonna talk about the Digital India program. So everybody concentrate and we're gonna have something for you. Digital India. So we want to have a digital India. But how we, if any country want to have a digital India, I mean digitize and digital economy and digital everything, how we gonna do it? So first, we need to have an infrastructure. Have your copies and start writing. We need to have an infrastructure. That's very important to have an infrastructure. And when once you have an infrastructure, okay, then you can have with that infrastructure governance. And when you have the governance, then you can move forward for the empowerment. So if you want to empower your society, you want to uplift your society, you need to build the infrastructure. And here that we're talking about is the digital infrastructure. Okay? And then you have the governance. And here we're talking about the e-governance. We talked last time. And then truly you can empower your society. Okay? For that, we had what is called as the Digital India program. We got the Digital India program, which is having 9 pillars. We talk about them in a minute, but first we talk few things. We got 9 pillars of the Digital India program, and from this is not just an examination no point of view. You should know these things, but this is for being a good citizen, for being an educated person. You should be knowing all these things, right? So this is very important no matter what subject you have. So 9 pillars we have, and Digital India program is actually trying to build the infrastructure, then get the good governance using the e-governance on that infrastructure, and then empower the society. The question is, if you do not have infrastructure, what does the infrastructure here mean? I am not connected with the internet. I do not have the access to the apps which government is giving me, right? So how can I have the e-governance? I want to use the Aadhaar card online services and everything online, and everything I want to do on the online accountability. I want to build accountability and digital programs and all. But yeah, I don't have infrastructure. I don't have in my rural area, the people, the farmers do not have the apps, do not have the mobile phones. How can a government try to govern them using the e-governance, and how can the government empower them? It's not possible. So we need to have the infrastructure. That's very important. And one dialogue you will remember is, I will ask you this thing at the end of the lecture, you should answer me. I am saying IT plus IT is equal to IT. This is what is it all about. Basically our target is this thing, this formula. IT plus IT is equal to IT. Okay? You may have heard about it, I don't know. The first IT is Indian talent. And second IT is information technology. This is what in class we are trying to accomplish. The Indian talent is the you guys, the you people, right? And every youth and every talent in the India we have. And then the information technology is what I am trying to teach you, and what we are all about, the Digital India program, the infrastructure, the organizations which is giving the information technology to the Indian talent. And when they combine together, when the Indian talent is combined with the information technology, what will happen? Can you tell me what will happen? Can you guess what is this ID? Because then this will happen. What is going to happen? That is I is for the India. What is T? Any guesses? Tomorrow. So if you want to build the future, thank you. If you want to build the future, right? Okay? If you want to build the future of the India, okay, then you need the Indian talent, like the you people, like Shah Atif in front of me. we need the Shah Atif and the likes. We have to empower them with the information technology. You may say, hey, bro, I'm a commerce student. But it doesn't matter, you're a commerce student, right? You have to go ride this information technology. If you're not riding information technology, right, then it's not possible for you to contribute to the growth of our country, right? So if you want to grow, for example, leave the country alone. If you want to, charm in the Kashmir here, right? You cannot charm unless and until you are not fully, tech guy. You got to be commerce guy, but you got to be tech guy. You may be commerce guy, but you have to be tech guy. You have to have all those apps. All you can't say कि मैंने सुना अगसान ये webcam on किए. They're like the one of the guy was telling me mission on अगसान camera. You can't do that, man. In this world, you have to ride on the information technology, and you can build the India tomorrow. Getting my point? What I'm saying? So what is IT plus IT is equal to IT? Open up the mic and tell me. Till I have a sip of tea.
First, IT is
Indian talent plus information
Indian
technology.
talent,
Indian
Indian
talent, second,
technology,
information technology.
Indian to
So in short, I can say you plus me is equal to future. What do you say? You Indian talent, me information technology, which is teaching you, is equal tomorrow. We're gonna together build tomorrow, right? Nice. On a nice tag, I can say you plus me equals to tomorrow. What do you say? I really like this. It's a you plus me equals to tomorrow. In short, it's that thing. Now, I told you we need to build first the infrastructure. Without infrastructure, we can't do anything. We can't do even a small thing if infrastructure is not there. So we have what is called as an NOFN. NOFN. This is the program. What is N? N is for the national. Write down. This is tough for me to write. Say National Optical Fiber Network. It's very important. If you want to have the digital technology everywhere, the first thing is connectivity. Without communication, you can't do a dime, right? So you need to have the communication. The communication you can build only when you have the fiber optic network everywhere. You need to connect everybody with the fiber optic network. So National Optical Fiber Network. So this is, we are trying to connect all the 25 lakh panchayats, urban as well as rural areas. We want to go everywhere, not only just rural, but urban areas also and rural areas. Everywhere we want to reach, nowhere our country expands, we want to pan this network everywhere so that internet communication is available. This is the first thing. And who is going to do it? Who is going to do it? It is the DOT who is actually on a mission to do it. What is DOT? Dot. D must be department. O is off. What is T?
technology.
Telecommunication. We had Department of Telecommunication. Actually, Myra spoke it. I just see the lip reading, but her mic is off. Department of Telecommunication. This is the guy which is trying to have the national optical fiber network spread everywhere, so that we can have we can have all the things. This is not just for the common people only. This is for the farmers. This is for the students. Okay, we can have the national information infrastructure (NII), national information, so that we can build national, write down, national information infrastructure, where we have the cloud infrastructure. I told you last time, the cloud, we need to have everything on a cloud, so you have to build that infrastructure. So this is going to be the national asset, which is the NII being done by the DOT, that is the national cloud infrastructure. And we need, this can only be done, we have infrastructure, but there need to be the high speed connectivity. There has to be the high speed connectivity, And this high speed connectivity can come only if we have the NOFN going, National Optical Fiber Network. If the National Optical Fiber Network is there, then these infrastructure can have. We can have the NKN as an infrastructure. What is NKN? It is the National Knowledge Network. It is the National Knowledge Network. Right? So overall, you have to build the infrastructure. If you do not have the infrastructure, you may not be able to do anything. So what is a digital India? What is digital India? Okay, the focus is to realize IT plus IT is equal to IT, and I told you what is the IT and IT and IT, right? So this is the technology's central enabling change. So we may have the umbrella programs, and you will read this. I will send this PDF to you guys. You will read this properly, okay? Now, there are three key areas. Firstly is the digital infrastructure. Then as a utility to every citizen, it should be digital infrastructure, should be available, accessible. There should be the communications that it is available and accessible to the each and every citizen, no matter where he is. He is in a remote area, on a maybe mountain, okay? Or he may be in an urban area. He may be in a city, okay? Everyone should be connected. And I told you how you connect it using the NOFN. What is NOFN, Anis? What is NOFN? National
Optical Fiber Network.
And when you have the infrastructure, you can have the governance. You can have
Sir,
service
sorry, my mic is off in that time. Sir, National Optical Fiber Net.
network. Yes, governance and
Yes, sir.
services on demand. You can have. Last time we talked about the e-governance. In that we saw the how many services we can have, and when we have all these things, then you can empower your citizen digitally, right or not? So what is the first thing? Vision 1, infrastructure as a utility to every citizen. So we need to have high speed internet, okay? We need to have the digital identity. You have mobile phones, you have bank accounts, but you need to enable digital finance. Today we have these apps going on where they digitally have transactions and all, right? This is only possible when there is connectivity, when there is infrastructure, when there are devices I can work on, okay? So there should be easy access to common service centers. There can be private space on a public cloud, okay? That means you have a public cloud and you have your account in that and you have your data in that. For example, you have the ABC. What is ABC? Have you heard about ABC? You don't have ABC. As a student, you need to know ABC, not AB.
ABCID.
Yes?
Academic Bank of Credits.
Very good. Academic Bank of Credits. Today, so that means that has to be in the public cloud, but you need to have a private space there so that nobody can access it other than you. What is the Academic Bank of Credits? Academic Bank of Credits is that you are in a college, you are earning the credits, that credits are on the cloud. Now you move to the America or some other place, okay? But you don't have the certificates and all, you don't need that. Now your credits is there, those credits will get added to your university there and you can move forward. So you have credits available like your bank account, you got
सर
money.
आवाज नहीं आ रही है सर
I think it's from your side some issue, not from my side. Firstly, your camera is off, you should keep it on. Tansir Finance is also having camera off. You should have your on, I'll remove you. Others are getting my voice. Tansir Finance, open up your camera, I'm going to
Yes,
remove
sir.
you. Don't switch off your camera. If you don't want to attend the class, no problem, don't attend. No issue. Nobody is, pulling you to sit in a class. But if you want to sit in a class, you have to copy in a hand, in front of a camera, learning. Okay. What I was talking? I was talking about the ABC. Like you have the bank, you have a money. You went to the America. Is your money lost? No. The banks have the they communicate each other, and there you can have your money, uh, even though you are not in a country. Similarly, your credits, whatever you have scored, that goes in the bank kind of a thing. But where will it be? It will be on a cloud. So you need a private space on a public cloud, and there should be safe and secure cyberspace. Everybody cannot have the devices, okay, in the rural areas. Maybe um, we are having here the phones. Everybody is having a phone here, but you may not have the phone, right, in the rural areas. So you need to create an infrastructure where you give these facilities. You give computers there. You put up the high-speed internet there, so that they can access the farmers, for example, so that they can access all the facilities, all the services provided by the government. Because then and only then we can have the e-governance, right or wrong? So the first thing is the infrastructure as a utility to every citizen. What's going to be the second? Governance and service on demand. I have explained this thing. You will read it later also. Now, third thing is digital empowerment of citizens. That you are empowering your citizens. Okay, like you have digital literacy, you have digital resources, your all document certificates to be available on cloud. Okay, you have services in all Indian languages. So you have digital platforms, so that you can participate in the government activities. Okay, so you have portability on all entitlements through cloud. That means we are giving you, as a government, as a citizen, I am empowering myself. I am having all the facilities in my fingertips. Whatever I want, that's here in the mobile phone. I want to pay the bill, no problem. I want to see my credits, no problem. I don't want to go to Islamic college and every day on an office and clerk and knock them, give me this certificate and give me this certificate, and then the red tapeism and all those things and corruptions can be in the offices and all those things. I don't have to. We can access it. We have the repository. Everything is there, right? Okay, and now then we have the AI algorithms today, which will detect any kind of fraud, any kind of, so it is secure, right? And it is portable. Portable means you can go anywhere. You don't have to physically take your bank with you, take your credits with you, take your books with you. Okay, as a student you can be empowered by the government, that they create the MOOCs. Okay, they create the vocational courses. They are free of cost on the internet. You just log in, have an account, have a certificate, and credit goes to your credit bank also. It is registered. Your credit will be recorded on your credit bank there, and you will have a skillful course free of cost. You don't have to go to any campus, you don't have to pay anything, and as a student you are digitally empowered. You get all the skills free of cost. So isn't it empowerment? Isn't it? Otherwise you have to go to, for example, America to do that particular course. Now you are doing that course in your cozy homes, right? And at your own pace. You just go to a video, the MOOC, okay, the massive online courses. You go there, you have video, you watch it in your free time, and then you come up, give exam there, and you qualify at your own pace. There is no time limit or and all. You can go in your own pace, complete that course, and earn the credit. Getting me? So it is empowering you. Even though you are doing the commerce, you are doing some course in the, for example, technology. You are learning how to do the websites and all, right? You can do that, and in the meantime you got the skills. So, but if there is no infrastructure, firstly, that MOOC is not there, that course is not there, and you don't have the connectivity, you don't have the internet, okay, then you will not be empowered, right or not? So that means first thing should be the infrastructure, which is the primary concern of the Department of Technology, Telecommunications. They are trying to build the NOFN, National Optical Fiber Network. They are trying to connect everybody with this. And then on top of it, they are building their infrastructure, like cloud structures, like knowledge banks, ITIL National Knowledge Network, okay? And all those things, the cloud, where the things are. whether it is your driving license, whether it's your Aadhaar card, whether it's your credits, whether it is your documents, important documents, state subjects, domiciles, everything, PAN cards, bank details, job details, everything is there, right? So you don't have to go anywhere. Your ration card is there now. Everything is there. The electric bill, the gas bills, everything is there in the cloud for you. And you can go, you are free to go anywhere and no issues. And your identity is with you. So this is only possible when we have the infrastructure. Then we have what? Firstly, the infrastructure. This first thing is infrastructure. If you don't have infrastructure and the connectivity, then you can't do anything. There will be no governance. What do you say? What is you were saying about that? Before we wind up the class, we move on to the 9 pillars of Digital India program that we will do tomorrow, because we are running out of time. Now, I told you there are 3 important things and 1 dialogue. But what I said, you plus me is equal to what? Future. So tell me about that thing. Let me stop sharing. Let me talk to the guys. Nusrat Janas kya camera off? Shah Atif shme hamish khosh kara. Isliye one Shah Atif hi good. He's always smiling. He's such a nice kid. Shah Atif, firstly I must tell you I really love you. Honestly.
Yes, sir.
I really like you. You are such a very good student.
Thank you, sir.
Now you tell me about IT plus IT is equal to IT. What does that mean?
IT plus IT is IT India tomorrow, sir.
First, what is first IT and second IT and third? There are 3 ITs, na, in it.
First IT is, sir, Indian talent. Second IT is information technology. Third is India tomorrow.
MashaAllah. Sadia Shaukat. Tell me about the 3 things we need in the Digital India program. We need 3 things.
Yes, sir. Can you repeat the question again?
We need 3 things to accomplish the dream of Digital India. And Myra Suhail will actually help you if you are not able to answer. I told you we have 3 things. Right? The first is?
Digital infrastructure.
No. First is
Infrastructure.
infrastructure. Second is
Governance.
with a G,
Governance.
governance. And the third is
Empowerment.
empowerment. Right?
Very
So this is in totality your Digital India program. That they try to build the governance, and your 9 pillars are all the 9 pillars I'm telling you which we do tomorrow, they're all only on these 3 premises. We have 3 premises. One, that we need to have the infrastructure. हाँ. We have 3. सादिया आप म्यूट करो प्लीज. इसमें आ रही है ना ये थोड़ी चूं चूं की आवाज़. ठीक है. सो अगर बच्चा होता तो उसको चूं चूं में मज़ा आता है. यहाँ हमारा जो बच्चा है ना, बड़ा बच्चा शाह आतिफ, ये डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है. Anyways, what I am telling you is just a light note for making you smile a little bit, that so that our classes are not boring, right? So we should be smiling all the time. But discipline is the key, I'm telling you. The first thing is the infrastructure. We want to build the infrastructure, and with the infrastructure we need to have the high speed connectivity. And high speed connectivity के लिए हमने क्या करा? यामिन आप बताओ. हाई स्पीड कनेक्टिव इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, मैंने कहा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हम बिल्ड करेंगे, डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, लेकिन हाई स्पीड कनेक्टिविटी के क्या करेंगे हम? वी हैव NOFN,
National Optical Fiber Network.
exactly. So we will try to go everywhere and dig every lane and put the fiber optic there, right? This is what everywhere is happening in the cities. Now it is time for the rural areas to dig everything and everywhere put up those optical fibers there, because we need a communication, right? So we have infrastructure, we have the high speed connectivity, okay? And in infrastructure, what can be in infrastructure? We can have the National Knowledge Network. I told you we have National NKN, okay? We have the National Information Infrastructure, NII, right? And we can have everything on the cloud infrastructure. We can have the cloud infrastructure where everything is there, right? And then on top of it, we have the optical fiber networks to connect everybody with this guy. Then when we are done with the infrastructure, then we will have what? the services on demand. When we do the services, who will do the services on demand? It is the government. So we call it as then what? The second step. What is that? The governance, the e-governance, right? And the third thing we are having is the empowerment, that you guys are getting some wings.
Digital
Getting-
empowerment.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys are having the wings. Getting me? So is the class okay? Are you getting properly? Any issues? Any glitches?
No, sir. No, sir.
My classes are, remember one thing, my online classes are even better than offline classes. So don't take them casually. Don't think online class is just kind of a giving class. No, I am going to transfer knowledge, inshallah. And no matter what class I have, I will try my best to deliver something. And here in the online classes, we have two prong. One is the live class, and second is a video. The video is coming to you shortly on a YouTube. And remember one thing, there are many kharafati brain people na, who think once you start advertisement pani channel and all YouTube. But keep one thing in mind, I am the only guy who has demonetized my YouTube channel. I don't have the monetization on that. That's why you won't see any ad on my videos. Remember that thing, because I think that's haram. So because there are the ads coming, you don't have a control on the ads, so that goes the haram money. Even though you can earn lakhs of rupees on the YouTube, I have many subscribers, and my some videos have many views, but I don't even keep those tags properly so that you can hit that video go viral. I just load it without those tags and hashtags and all, without hashtags, because I don't have to monetize. So it is only for the student purposes, only for the benefit of students. Keep that thing in mind. Okay? So video is coming to you. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Have a good day.